In the news tonight, Bobby Tasaju's ex, sentenced to 22.5 years, accomplished gets 18.5 years.
So they would cry, and for me, I lost my daughter. Nobody knows the pain that I went through for all these years. And the end of it, this is my justice that I get. It is not fair for me.
And 6 of the 12 men wanted for terrorism surrendered to the police.
As I said, these men have absolutely nothing to hide. As far as they are aware, this offense or allegation is a bit humorous.
High Court Judge Simon Morris Ramlal today sentenced Sharnandan Anand Narain to 22.5 years and Daryl Payton 18.5 years for the murder of Bobby Tasaju. The judge started Narain's sentence at 25 years. She added 5 years based on the aggravating factors before deducting 7.5 years for his guilty plea. Payton's sentence was also started at 25 years. The judge deducted 6.5 years for his guilty plea. Justice Simon Ramlal, in delivering her sentence, spoke of the great deal of planning that was involved and the fact that Narain executed his plan in the presence of his son. The man had earlier pleaded guilty to the offense when the trial commenced in the High Court. The remains of the woman were found in a shallow grave in Narain's Camberville property 6 years after she mysteriously disappeared. She once lived at the location with Narain, with whom she shared a relationship and who is the father of her son. The child was 4 years old when she disappeared. Before the sentencing, both of the accused broke down in tears while addressing the court and asked Babita's family for forgiveness. Champa Sia Narain, Babita's mother, in her address to the court said she was heartbroken, in pain and stress. The woman said her daughter did not deserve to die like that, and all she is now left with are countless memories of her. Outside of the courtroom, Champa Sia Narain, Babita's mother, said she was disappointed with the sentence.
For me, what they have done there, I feel they have no mercy on what they did. They only do that to see what would take place in bringing down the sentence, right? So they would cry, and for me, I lost my daughter. Nobody knows the pain that I went through for all these years. And the end of it, this is my justice that I get. It is not fair for me. This is really heartbroken, painful. So much years, sleepless night. And this would be it today. I'm not satisfied with it. Not with the justice system.
Was hoping for a heavier sentence.
Yes, I did expect that we would get closure and for him to have a good sentence, to send a strong message out there. And if they had to get a 50 to 56 year, it would have been good for me. I would have been satisfied on that.
The state has since indicated its intention to appeal the sentence.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
6 of the 12 men wanted by the police for acts of terrorism turned themselves into the police this morning in the company of their lawyers from the Dexter Todd and Associate law firm. The police issued the wanted bulletins on Thursday, stating that the 12 men are wanted for acts of terrorism contrary to Section 309A1B2 of the Criminal Law Offences Act, Chapter 801, which occurred on the east coast of Demerara on the 28th of June 2022. As the men were taken into the CID office on Vicinjon Road, Attorney at Law Dexter Todd said his clients would cooperate with the police.
They have absolutely no fear in these allegations, and they are going to cooperate with the police. And the first step of that cooperation is, of course, to surrender to the police, and that is what they're doing. All 5 of these men, as soon as they were alerted that their names and faces were published, they surrendered to the police. All right, and so they learned of that last night, and they're here first thing this morning to the police.
Todd is hoping that all the interviews done with his clients and the police will be done in the presence of their attorneys.
Well, we are not sure what the allegation is going to be. We know that the police are investigating, as mentioned in the wanted bulletin, that of terrorism. We don't know what questions will be asked of the police. And when the questions are asked of the police, all the interviews, we hope, will be done in the presence of attorneys, so that when questions are asked, if it's, of course, safe for them to answer those questions, they will do so. As I said, these men have absolutely nothing to hide. As far as they are aware, this offense or allegation is a bit humorous.
Ray Lilly is one of the men who surrendered to the police, and his mother said she found it strange that a bulletin was issued for him.
He was not there, he was in Golden Grove. I have the video when he was going live at Golden Grove. So I don't know why they are doing this to our people, our children. He was not in Mondrepo. I keep calling him on the day of the 29th. It's not the 28th as they put. It's on the 29th of June. When I keep calling him and I ask him where he is there, and he said, Mom, I'm in Golden Grove. I said, don't move. I keep calling him all day. So I don't know what is this, and I'm very upset. I'm very sad because my child wasn't there. This is unfair.
Carla's sister said he was nowhere at Monrepo and is calling on the police to look for the people who were involved in the mayhem.
My brother was nowhere at Monrepo. My brother was the cook and the tree cooking the food with the ladies. So I don't know why they're accusing my brother of terrorism, because he was nowhere there. They need to go and look for the people who was there that have on video. Stop picking up random people and charging them with this nonsense. This is nonsense. The government need to stop this.
The police release noted that the terror and mayhem were unleashed on persons on the east coast of Demerara in June last year, during which several vehicles were burnt and a number of stalls were ransacked and looted at the Monrepo market on the east coast of Demerara. It was also noted by the police that the roads were blocked by burning debris and scores of persons were beaten and robbed during the acts of terror committed by protesters. The move comes almost 8 months after East Coast Demerara residents mounted a protest seeking justice for Quinton Bacchus, who was shot dead by the police during an operation. A policeman is currently before the court on a murder charge. The government has since compensated those vendors of the Monrepo market. It's unclear if those whose vehicles were burnt and damaged were compensated by the state. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.